Welcome to Physics Hub. Today in this video we are going to solve another problem from CSIR NET December 2019 exam. Okay, so we have started with statistical mechanics. So in the first part we have solved one problem, and in this video also we will solve another problem. The problem is from specific heat, okay, and ensemble obviously. The question reads like this: the energies available to a three-state system are 0, E and 2E, where E is greater than 0. Which of the following graphs best represents the temperature dependence of the specific heat? So what we are given? We are given three energy states. First 0 and another one is E. Okay. So in the question it is given that E is greater than 0. So it will lie above it. So this is the another second state. The third state is having energy 2E. So this is the system given to you. Now we have to find out the dependency of specific heat Cv. Cv we know that is given by du dt or del u del t, okay, at constant volume. This is specific heat. So before that we have to find out the internal energy U. Okay. Now U is given by minus del beta of ln z, where your first you have to find out the z. Z is the partition function of the system. So once partition function is found, we can easily find out internal energy, and from internal energy we can find out Cv, and from the form of Cv we can easily predict the curve of Cv versus T. So let's solve this problem. So first of all, what we need to find out? We need to find out the partition function of the system. So the partition function of the system is given by Z equals to the formula is Gi e to the power minus beta Ei. Okay. Now as can be seen, the states are all non-degenerate, means in all of these states G is 1, okay, G is 1, G is 1, okay. So let's take this state. So 1 into e to the power minus beta into 0 plus 1 into e to the power minus beta into E plus 1 into e to the power minus beta into 2E. So in this way the partition function will be determined to be 1 plus e to the power minus beta E plus e to the power minus twice beta E. Okay, so the calculation till now was very simple. Now we can find out the internal energy U equals to minus del beta of ln z. Okay, so let's write minus del beta, and we have found out z. So ln of this 1 plus e to the power minus beta E plus e to the power minus twice beta A. Now take the derivative with respect to beta. So it will be 1 plus e to the power minus beta E plus e to the power minus twice beta A. Okay. Now we have to take the derivative of this function with respect to beta. So one minus is there, and from here we get minus E. So it becomes plus E. Okay. So E to the power minus beta E. So we are taking derivative with respect to beta. So E will be treated as a constant. For this case also one minus will come, and this minus will be absorbed with this, and it will turn out to be plus. So plus twice e to the power minus twice beta E. So this is a required expression of internal energy. Okay. So what we can do now? We can take e to the power minus beta E common. Okay. So E to the minus beta E is taken common, so it becomes 1 plus twice e to the power minus beta E. Okay, and here also we can take 1 e to the power minus beta E common. Then it will come like this: 1 from this term 1, and from this 1 it will become e to the power plus beta E, and it will remain e to the minus beta E. So this e to the minus beta E is cancelled from the denominator and numerator. So your ultimate expression of this internal energy is E into 1 plus twice e to the power minus beta E divided by 1 plus e to the power plus beta E plus e to the power minus beta E. So look, the calculation, look, the problem is very simple, but the calculation is little lengthy, and you have to cope up with it. Sometimes you are given lengthy calculation question, so you have to be acquainted with it. Now let's, what will be our task? We have to find out the expression of Cv from the expression of internal energy. Okay. Okay, so the solution is becoming very lengthy, so I will be keeping sum of the parts, you can check the calculation. So the specific heat is given by Cv equals to du by dt. Okay, so you have to take the derivative with respect to t. Now in the expression of internal energy, you can see it is E to 1 plus twice e to the power minus beta e divided by 1 plus beta e to the power beta e plus e to the power minus beta e. So it's basically in the form of u and v. So derivative of u and u by v, you know that this is v square. Okay, so first of all you have to take the derivative of u, so du into v u dv. Okay, I'm just copying it, so you will just match 1 plus beta e minus beta e, okay, and 2 e to the minus beta e by kt square minus kt square. So this kind of expression you will be getting. Just please cross check this calculation, okay, and I have cross checked it all anyway, and it will come correctly. And after doing some step jump, you can simplify this expression and you will get the ultimate expression. I am writing E square by kt square into 1 plus e to the power beta e plus e to the power minus beta e whole square, okay, and you will get e to the power beta e plus e to the power minus beta e plus 4. Please check the calculation. You will just made some simplification. I have written down the first line so that you can easily come to this line directly. Okay, after doing some little calculation here, you can do it. Okay, now we have to predict the curve from this expression of Cv. Okay, so in the question you are given 4 options. So let's check at high temperature. Okay, so let's check the behavior of Cv at high temperatures. So at high temperatures, what will be the case? At high temperature, T is infinity, so beta means 1 by kt square is all tends to 0. Okay, and this will make e to the power beta e tends to 1. Okay, and e to the power minus beta e is beta into e 0, so it's also becoming plus 1. So in this limit you can write that Cv equals to E square by kt square, and this 1 plus 1 means 6, sorry 1 plus 1 plus 1 3 square means 9. Okay, and here also 1 plus 4, so some proportional is basically is becoming proportional to, we can write it as a Cv is proportional to 1 by t square. Other things will remain to be constant. In the option B and C, it is we see that at high temperature it is becoming constant. So these two options cannot be correct options. So we are left with option A and D, and the hard part is that both the options are looking very similar. So how can we extract the correct answer? Okay, so for that we will check the expression of Cv at low temperature. Okay, so let's check Cv at low temperature. At low temperature, what will be the case? At low temperature, your temperature is tending to 0. Okay, and beta, that is 1 by kt square, it will tend to infinity. Okay, so look, we cannot do some prediction by using this approximation in the expression of Cv. So we have to go back to the expression of Z, because if you put this approximation in this expression of Cv, it will give you absurd result. So we have to go to the expression of Z. So Z was equals to 1 plus e to the power minus beta e plus e to the power minus twice beta e. This was the expression of Z. So at t equals to 0 means beta equals to infinity, these two terms becomes 0. So your Z beta at limit beta tends to infinity, this becomes 1 plus 0 is 1. So if Z is 1, so your internal energy will turn out to be minus del del beta of ln z is 0. Where ln1 is 0, so your internal energy is 0, and accordingly your expression of Cb is 0. So, and in the low temperature regime, the Cb will remain 0. Now, look at the options. Option 1, you see that at low temperature, in case of option A, the specific heat has some value. It's a spike type thing. But in option D, you see that it is flat at the low temperature regime. So, option D is the best suitable option for this question. So, option D is the correct option. Okay. So, I think you get this answer feasible. I know this the calculation is a little bit lengthy in this question, and CSIR gave this question, so you have to solve it. So, if you have any doubt, confusion or query regarding this question, you can comment down below. I will try to give you convincing answer. And those who are new here in this channel, please subscribe the channel and don't forget to press the bell icon. And finally, thanks for watching.